Everyone, good evening. So next topic natin will be impairment of assets. So problem number 3. Ano ba yun? O tama, problem number 3. So sige, magsi-switch muna ako. Upo muna ako, tapos mag-word document na lang ako to discuss the concepts. Pagod na kasi ako, nakatayo pa ako kanina pa eh. So sige. Share ko lang yung screen ko. Switch nyo lang yung screen nyo to this one. By the way, naririnig ba ako? Okay ba yung mic ko? Ayun, thank you, Sheila. Ito. Lagyan natin ng konti. So sige, impairment of assets past 36. So kailan ba nangyayari yung impairment? Actually, may mga sinulat na ako, few notes in the board, pero i-type ko lang uli dito. So bakit tayo nagkakaroon ng impairment? Kasi nangyayari impairment when the carrying amount of your assets, so lagay ko dito the carrying amount of your assets is exceeds your recoverable amount. So, nangyayari yung impairment of assets kapag yung carrying amount meaning yung book value ng asset, kung ano man yung asset niyon, exceeds the recoverable amount. So, ngayon, before tayo mag-proceed sa computation or discuss natin ano ba yung mga indicators indicators of impairment. Sa audit kasi, kailangan mo to when you are assessing impairment of assets. So indicators of impairment, dalawa yan. May external sources, and then may internal sources. So external sources, ito yung enumerate natin significant change in fair value. So baka kasi dati ganito yung fair value niya, tapos biglang baba. So it might be an indication of impairment. And then pangalawa, negative changes in technology. Ibig sabihin naluluma na yung yung asset mo. It might indicate an impairment. So, pangatlo, pwedeng increases in market interest rates. And lastly, pwedeng yung company stocks. Actually, marami yan, pero ito yung basic and common example. Company stock below book value. So in audit, hindi ito masyado tinitignan itong mga to. Siguro yung part na yung first two. So yung first two, significant change in fair value and negative changes in technology. Mas after, ang auditor is mas after sa internal sources. So internal sources, yung internal sources kasi kita mo kaagad sa audit mo. So kapag nag-plan tour tayo, makikita mo kaagad yung first example, yung obsolescence or physical damage. So nakita mo sa audit mo, sa records, ang ganda pa ng amount, pero makita mo yung machinery ang nangarag-narag na or di na talaga magamit. So it might indicate an impairment of asset. So ibig sabihin, yung book value recorded, baka iba na yung amount, nag-exceed na sa recoverable amount. So pangalawa, pwedeng ang example is yung asset mo is part of restructuring. It's part of restructuring or held for disposal. And then last, worst economic performance. Yung kumikita, yung asset mo. Wala na siyang masyadong gamit sa company. So ito yung mga indicators of impairment. Some of the examples of indicators of impairment. So, sabi ko kanina, impaired ang asset kapag ganito yung case. So, ganito. Recoverable. Mamaya discuss natin further what is a recoverable amount. So, lagay ko dito, impaired. Pero, kapag ang carrying amount is less than, hindi nag-exceed sa recoverable amount, your asset is not impaired. So you don't need to recognize impairment loss. Not impaired. Lagay ko dito. So ngayon, discuss natin ano yung mga assets na in-enumerate sa past 36 assets that may impair. That may impair. Ano yung mga enumerate doon? So, first, may ko one, non-current asset using cost model. So, under this one, ano yung mga asset na yun na that may impair? So, PPE, common example, investment property. Property, ano pa ba? Intangible assets. So, yun yung mga pwede ma-impair under cost model. Tangible assets, E&E asset, yung exploratory and evaluation asset under wasting asset, yung under PFRS 6. Ay, yung ano yun. Mamaya din-discuss natin yan kung abot tayo dun. So, biological asset. Ano pa ba? Investment in joint venture or associate. And then, actually kasama na siya ng intangible asset, yung goodwill mo. So next, non-current asset using equity model. Using equity model. So ano yung mga yon? So pwedeng yung investment in subsidiaries. Kulang ng S. Mali. Ayan. JV or associate. And then, next is non-current asset using fair value model. Fair value model or revaluation model. So, PPE and intangible asset. And then the E&E asset mo under PFRS 6. And then lastly, number 4, yung cash generating unit. So cash generating unit, ito yung yung pool of assets na kumikita, small unit. So from the word itself, cash generating unit. So mamaya discuss natin. So ngayon, sinabi natin kanina, carrying amount, kapag nag-exceed sa recoverable amount, that your asset is impaired. Pero how do we determine your recoverable amount? So, sabi ng standard, lagay ko dito, recoverable amount. Recoverable amount, it is higher. So, lagay ko dito, higher between value in use and fair value less cost of disposal. Yan, dalawa. Higher between value in use and cost of disposal. Anong rationale? Bakit higher between? So kasi si company may two choices yan yung asset niya. Yung mga na-imper na asset, meron siyang two choices. It's either gagamitin pa niya or i-dispose na niya in the future. So kung mas mataas yung value in use mo, ibig sabihin mas malaki yung chance na gagamitin pa yung asset kahit na impaired pa siya. Kaya ang ginagamit is value in use. And pangalawa, kapag mas malaki naman yung fair value less cost of disposal, mas malaki yung chance na i-dispose yung asset in the future o ibebenta. So, yun yung rationale. Bakit higher? So, yun yung recoverable amount mo. So, ngayon, once you determine the higher between value in use and the fair value less cost of disposal, ibabangga mo siya ngayon sa carrying amount mo. So kapag mas malaki yung carrying amount, ibig sabihin yung asset mo is impaired. So yun yung concept nun. So question, kailan tayo nag-i-impair? So yun yung question. So ang general rule is each year. Each year, when there is an indication. There is an, underline ko yun na, indication. Kasi kapag wala namang indication of impairment, you don't need to impair. So, may exception to the rule. Common po sa mga intangible asset. Actually, nandun na yun sa natin, yun sa audit of intangibles, meron doon, problem. Yung mga indefinite life. So, kapag indefinite life yung asset, so ang rule is your recoverable amount should be measured annually. Measured, underline ko yun, annually. So requirement siya. Kapag indefinite life yung asset mo, hindi ka nga nagde-depreciate, ay di ka makapag-depreciate kasi indefinite life, you need to assess impairment every year. Whether may indication or wala. Lagay ko dito, whether there is an indication or none. So, sige, sagutan natin yung problem number 3, siguro. Wait lang. Nakalimutan mo ba ang concept? CGU pala, sorry. So, CGU. Before we proceed, actually wala akong problem na naibigay sa inyo about CGU. Pero sige, discuss na lang natin yung concepts about cash generating unit. Balikan natin. So, cash generating unit, ito yung smallest identifiable group of assets that generates cash inflow. So that are largely independent of the cash inflows from other assets or group of assets. So ayan, yung definition ng cash generating unit. So kapag may nakita kayong ganitong problem, usually, ang makikita mo dyan, from the definition itself, meron yan sariling assets, pool of assets. So pwedeng may land, pwedeng may building or machinery, etc. So wala kasi akong problem eh. Pero ang rule dito is, you need to impair if there's an indication. So you need to assess the recoverable amount for the individual asset if possible. So pero sa mga problems usually naka-total na. Pero if possible, yung recoverable amount by individual assets. Pero kung hindi posible, collectively. So, ang gagawin natin, bilagay ako ng example dito. For example, meron akong, ano ba magandang example? Meron akong pool of assets dito. So, PPE, and then patent, and then goodwill. So, pasok na din natin yung goodwill kasi merong separate rule for goodwill. So, PPE, for example, 3 million. And then patent ko is 2 million. And then goodwill ko is 1 million. Ang total, for example, meron akong liability. Yung CGU ko may liability amounting to 500,000. So, total net asset, ano yan? 3 million, 2 million, 1 million, 6 million, so 5 million, 500 ang total net assets. Pero ang ini-impair lang naman talaga natin is yung total assets. So, ang total assets natin is 3 million, 2 million, wait lang. I-total ko na lang. Total assets is 6 million. So, ayan. Wait lang. So, for example, ang recoverable amount natin, mag-isip ng example Wait lang Recoverable amount. So, recoverable amount will be 4,500,000. So, makikita nyo dito na ang total assets natin nag-exceed sa recoverable amount. So, meron tayo basically impairment of CGU, Wait lang tignan ko lang yung mga nag-aakami ng aso. Ayan, sorry sa patalastas. Napapahingit na namin yung mga aso. Sige, tuloy natin. So, impairment of CGU. So, difference, 1,500,000. 1,500,000. So, ang gagawin natin, ang rule is, kapag ang CGU mo daw is merong goodwill, or pag meron kang goodwill, apply first the impairment to goodwill. So, apply first the impairment to goodwill. So, ibig sabihin, yung goodwill mo, ang amount is 1 million. So, apply first yung 1.5 million na impairment mo, apply mo first sa goodwill mo. So, 1 million. Ibig sabihin, meron kang natitirang impairment na 500,000. And you need to allocate to remaining assets using fractional method. So, allocate natin, ang PPE natin is 3 million, ang patent is 2 million, so basically ang fraction natin dito or percentage is 60%, ganito 40%. Times natin by 500,000. So ito times natin by 500,000. So ang total is 500,000 times 0.6. So 300,000. Then this one is 200,000. So ang impairment for PPE is 300,000 and then impairment for patent is 200,000. And then the impairment for goodwill is buong 1 million. So sige, move tayo sa problem. So siguro balik na muna tayo sa board. So sagutan natin yung problem. So itong problem na to, actually yung problem na to is reversal of impairment. So pero ma-apply din naman natin yung concepts ng impairment. So sabi dito, January 1, 2012, law company acquired a factory equipment at a cost of 150,000. And then the equipment is being depreciated using a straight line method over its projected useful life of 10 years. So, lagay natin yung details 1/1/2012. So, 1/1/2012, ang factory equipment is, yung cost is 150,000. And then, merong life na 10 years. And then, pagdating daw ng December 31, 2013, so basically, meron ng 2 years ang nakalipas. 2 years. Pagdating ng 12/31/2013, ang recoverable amount daw is 96,000. Recoverable amount. So ito yung details natin. So assume that this was properly computed and that the recognition of impairment was warranted. So check natin. So 150,000 divided by 10 is 15,000. So merong 2 years, so times 2. So meron tayong depreciation na 30,000. So 30,000 depreciation. So ang cost natin dito is 120,000 or carrying amount on 12/31/2013. So, ibig sabihin, impaired yung asset kasi nag-exceed sa carrying amount. So, meron tayong impairment loss na 24,000. So, yun yung sagot sa number, yung unang tanong, number 8. Then number 9, what is the assets carrying value on December 31, 2014? So what is the carrying value daw ng asset? So how do we compute that? Ano ba yung new carrying value natin nung December 31, 2013? 96. So tinitreat natin to as prospectively. So, or meaning, yung accounting change mo is accounting estimate. Change in accounting estimate. Ibig sabihin, from December 31, 2013 or January 1, 2014, i-depreciate natin to using the remaining life. So, remaining life, so 8 years. Wala ko idea. 96 divided by 8. So, that's 12,000. And then, ang cost natin 96, less natin ng 12,000, makukuha natin 84,000. Ang new carrying value niya, 12/31/2014. So, ang sagot sa number 9, 84,000. So, number 10, what would have been the assets carrying amount at December 31, 2014 had the impairment not been recognized in 2013. Bakit natin kailangan kumpitin to? So kasi kailangan natin to gamitin kapag nagkakaroon ng recovery. So sige, kumpitin muna natin yung 10. So as if daw walang impairment na nangyari. So, ibig sabihin ang basis natin 150,000. So 150,000, so meron ng depreciation for 2 years, depreciatean pa natin ng isang year pa for 2014. So another 15,000. So total is 45,000. And then, as if daw walang impairment, so ang total cost is 150. Bawas natin yung 45,000 na 3 years depreciation. So ang sagot, 105. So ngayon, sabi ng standard, kapag magkakaroon ng recovery, ang limit mo lang daw ng recovery, impairment recovery, is up to the carrying amount ng asset as if walang impairment na nangyari. So ito yung kinumpit natin, 105. Bakit? Check natin, on 2014, nagkaroon ng bagong assessment ng recoverable amount, which amounts to 111,000. So 111,000. Ibig sabihin, from 84,000, mag-i-increase dapat yan. Mag-i-increase or ibabalik natin siya, i-recover natin impairment. So ang mangyari, imbis na up to 111,000, dapat ang limit natin is hanggang 105,000 lang. So what will happen? 105 minus 84,000 minus 84,000. So ang sagot will be 21,000. 21,000. So, sagot sa last number, 21,000. So, sige, bagyan ko kayo ng another scenario. What if ang asset, ang model na gamit is revaluation model? How do we account those reversals? So, for example, revaluation model ang gamit. So, revaluation model. So, sige, screenshot nyo muna. Okay mo na. So, kapag revaluation model, meron tayo, di ba, carrying amount of asset 12/31/24 as of 12/31/2013 prior to reversal. So magkano yun? 84,000 yun na compute natin. So 84,000. And then meron tayo ditong carrying amount as of 12/31/2014 as if no impairment was made. As if no impairment was made. So, anong amount no? 105,000. And then meron tayo dito sa taas, recoverable amount. 12/31/2014. 12/31/2014. So, meron tayong recoverable amount dito, amounting to 111,000. So, ito, from 84,000 to 105,000, so 21,000, this is considered your reversal of impairment. So katulad lang din ng cost model. Pero under revaluation model, you need to recognize revaluation surplus amounting to 6,000. From 105 to 111,000. Wala kasi ako additional problem. So, that's it for impairment. So, by the way, ang gagawin pala natin sa auditing and assurance concepts and applications natin, since ang dami kasi napansin ko sa PP, audit of PP, sobrang daming topic . So, ang gagawin na lang natin is hati-hatiin natin. So, mangyayari, ano ba yung first topic natin? Audit procedures for PPE. Audit procedures. Bali, dalawa-dalawa procedures for PPE. And then, ano yung next? Depreciation. So, magkakaroon tayo ng quiz number 1 for this one, pero hindi pa next week. Para may time kayo. Next week pa. So, third week siguro. Third week. And then, next is borrowing costs. And then, ano yung last? Impairment. Impairment of assets. Yun yung laman ng quiz number 2 natin. So, sabay na natin. Third week din. So, quiz 1, quiz 2. Kasi kapag tinapos pa natin ito, tatagal pa tayo eh. So, yung topics ng ano, basta dalawa-dalawa. So, and then, burahin ko ito na dito. Yung long quiz number 1 natin, monthly exam 1, long quiz 1, ang components niya is ito. Itong mga to. Ayan. Siguro ano siya, 4th week. And then, ano ba? So, yan na lang muna. So, next week may another announcement ako kung depende kung ano yung matatapos nating topics. Pero, yung midterm natin, siguro ang feasible is either 4th week or 1st week ng November. So, hindi tayo sasabay next week na midterm week. So, ito, take note nyo to. So, gagawin natin ngayon, hati-hatiin na natin. Hindi na siya buong audit of PPE. So, sige. May oras ba tayo? May oras ba? So, next natin is PFRS 6, Exploration and Evaluation of Mineral Resources. Or another term is Exploration and Evaluation of Wasting Assets. PFRS 6. Siguro dito lang uli sa Word document. Share ko lang yung screen ko. Ano muna siguro? 5-minute CR break para makahinga-hinga muna. 6. Ayusin ko lang. PFRS 6 Exploration and Evaluation of Mineral Resources. So, ano ba itong natural resources or mineral resources? So, basically, itong natural resources na to, define lang natin ha. Natural resources are assets that use up when they are consumed. So, an example. So, common to sa mga mining companies, pero may iba rin. Tulad ng sa Middle East, yung gas, yung kinukuha nila sa lupa, gas. So dito sa Philippines, common yung mga mining, yung mga nagmimina ng ginto or kahit anuman. Basta yun, natural resource, any assets that use up when they are consumed. So another term for this one is wasting asset. Wasting asset. So ngayon, discuss natin yung stages. Yung stages ng mining or pagmimina ng natural resources. So it starts with pre-exploratory. Mas maganda sa board eh. Sige, lipat ko sa board ha. Para makapag-drawing tayo. Yan, switch nyo muna sa board. So ito, ito na yung mic. So ang tawag dito is mining value chain. So ito yung mga stages ng mining. So para mas lalo nyo ma-appreciate kung bakit sinasama yung mga ganitong costs sa wasting asset. So nagsisimula yun sa pre-exploratory activities. So for example, nagsisearch pa lang ng lugar kung saan pwede magmina. So nagre-research, and then after that, you acquire legal rights and the property itself. So yun yung stage na acquisition. And then, syempre, exploration and evaluation. You need to explore the property kung saan dun yung merong natural resources o wala. So mamaya di-discuss natin yun kasi minsan nagbubutas sila, tapos unsuccessful pala. Wala palang natural resources doon. Or pwede namang nandito sa isang lugar yung natural resource. So yun yung exploration and evaluation. And then next, development costs. So development, ito na yung yung stage na hinuhukay na, hinihina, hinuhukasan, etc. So yun yung stage na yan. Then production, kapag nakukuha na yung yung natural resources. And then last is closure or restoration. So closure or restoration costs. So kasi after ma-use up or after mamina yung mga natural resource, sometimes yung government, not just the Philippines, merong requirement na, legal requirement na you need to restore the land or the property after using up. So you need to restore. So may kaakibat na cost yun. So mamaya pag-usapan natin ano yung mga costs included in the wasting assets. So ito yung mga stages ng mining. So balik tayo sa natin, sa Word document. So gamitin natin yung term na wasting asset. So, pag-usapan natin ano yung initial measurement ng wasting asset. So, initial, it is measured at cost. And then, subsequent, it is either measured using cost model or evaluation model. Evaluation model. So, ayan. Yun yung theory behind, some of the concepts behind TFR 6. So, pag-usapan natin ano yung mga costs included in the wasting asset. Wasting asset. Ayan. Una, ayan, nasa board naman, sinulat ko na, yung acquisition cost. So, ano ba itong acquisition cost na to? It is the price paid. Price paid to get hold of the property. The property containing the natural resources. So, technically, ito yung legal rights mo, pag-purchase ng rights, titulo, kung ano pang requirements. So, acquisition cost, containing natural resources. So, for acquisition costs, you need to deduct the residual value or land value kung tawagin, land value to come up with the depletable amount. So depletable. So So ang term na ginagamit dito sa wasting asset is depletion. Kumbaga, di ba sa PPE natin ang ginagamit is depreciation, dito depletion. So technically, almost the same concept with the depreciation. Pero dito, ang ginagamit is output method. So ang ginagamit is output method. Kung ilan quantity na yung na-produce or namimina. So number 2, exploration and evaluation cost. So ito yung amount expended to locate natural resource. Kumbaga nabili mo na yung lupa or yung property, you need to locate. Saan specifically naka-in-place yung mga natural resource. So yun ang tawag doon is exploration and evaluation cost. So ito, meron tayong dalawang methods dito na ginagamit. So yung una is successful efforts method. Ito yung ginagamit ng mga big companies, big mining companies. So dito, if the exploration and evaluation of the property or the land is successful, ibig sabihin meron ka nakitang natural resource. So successful, lagay ko dyan, it is capitalized. Capitalized as wasting asset. And then, kapag unsuccessful, it is expense outright. Expense outright. So next method, ito yung ginagamit ng mga small mining companies, full cost method. Full cost method, all are capitalized, whether successful or unsuccessful. So ayan. So ibig sabihin, acquisition cost, kunin mo lang yung price paid, less mo lang yung mga residual and land value for you to come up with the depletable amount. Pero sa exploration and evaluation cost, you need to know the method used, successful efforts method ba or full cost method. And then, kapag sa successful effort method, yung mga successful exploration lang yung kinakapitalize. Then, full cost method, all are capitalized. Pero sa problem, kapag walang sinabi, laging full cost method napapansin ko. So, unless sinabi na anong method yung ginamit. So number 3, development costs. So ito yung cost incurred to extract natural resources. Extract natural resources. So, dalawa yan. So meron tayong tinatawag na tangible equipments or tangible assets. So ito yung mga machinery, heavy machinery or anything na ginagamit. So this is treated as a separate account and being depreciated. So that being depreciated. And then next will be yung mga intangible. So ano yun? Yung pag drill mo, pag sink, yung mga sinking costs, etc. So these are capitalized as wasting asset. So next, pero pag-usapan natin further yung tangible assets. Ako. So meron tayong tangible assets na movable. So movable. And then merong mga tangible assets na immovable. Ibig sabihin pag natapos na yung pagmimina mo, hindi mo na siya mare-recycle. Immovable Ibig sabihin either i-destroy mo na or i-scrap. Movable. So pag movable, straight line method ang ginagamit sa pag-depreciate. Straight line. Pero kapag immovable, tangible development cost, shorter between the useful life and the mining period. Mamaya sa problem natin may ganitong example. So shorter between the useful life and then the mining period. And then last will be the restoration cost. Restoration cost. So ano ba itong restoration cost? Ito yung cost of restoring the property to its original condition. Kasi ang nangyayari dito, sinisira mo yung environment. So, is part ng contract with the government is you need to restore the property to the original condition. So, how do we measure this one? Actually, restoration costs, lahat yan kinakapitalize. Pero, ikakapitalize mo at present value. So, ang condition is capitalize only when the entity incurs a liability. So, ibig sabihin may provision involved. So, that's it. Acquisition costs, exploration, evaluation costs, and then development costs, and then restoration costs. Ito yung mga hanapin mong costs sa problems to come up with the cost of wasting asset. So, sige, siguro next meeting or actually may utang pa ako sa inyo na isang recording. So, pasensya na medyo busy lang talaga. So, next discussion na lang tong problem number 4. So, take note yung announcement ko last thing kanina about miss, quizzes, and loans. So, thank you everyone for attending and have a great dinner. Na-record ko ba? Ayun, na-record ko. Thank you. Thank you.